Hello everyone, can you hear my voice?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Acting Director of Partnership and Alignment of Vocational Education with Business and Industries, Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology, Honorable Vice Chief Executive of the Indonesian Tourism Professional Team, Honorable Dean of Hospitality and Tourism, Universitas Pelita Harapan Indonesia, Honorable Dean College of International Tourism and Hospitality Management LBU, Honorable Dean of Sekolah Vokasi Universitas Gadjah Mada Indonesia, Honorable School Director of Bangkok College of Business Administration and Tourism Thailand, Honorable Simolek Board of Director, discussion guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the launching of the pilot of Common ASEAN Tourism Curriculum CATC based online learning second batch. This online course are joint program between Siamalek, 7 Indonesian vocational schools and 4 tourism higher institutions. Before we go to today's agenda, let me introduce myself. My name is Firda, the Master of Ceremony for today. Now allow me to present the agenda of our ceremony. First, presentation of Simeo Color. Second, presentation of National Anthem of Indonesia. Third, welcome remarks. 4, remarks. 5, sharing session. And 6, closing. To begin the ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, let us now enjoy the presentation of Simeo Color. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let us now enjoy the national anthem of Indonesia. on to the next agenda. May I invite Director of Siamolek to give a welcome remarks to all participants. Dr. Wahyudi, time is yours.
Thank you very much, Mbak Firda, our wonderful MC. Honorable Acting Director of Partnership and Enlightenment of Vocational Education with Business and Industries, Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology, Indonesia. Honorable Vice Chief Executive of the Indonesian Tourism Professional Team. Honorable Dean of Hospitality and Tourism, Universitas Pelita Harapan Indonesia. Honorable Dean, College of International Tourism and Hospitality Management, Lyceum of the Philippine University. Honorable Dean of Sekolah Vokasi, Universitas Gadjah Mada, Indonesia. Honorable School Director of Bangkok College of Business Administration and Tourism, Thailand. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum and very good morning. I hope you are all in the great and healthy condition today, the beautiful morning of Friday. It is great pleasure for me to be able to welcome you in the launch of the second batch of Common ASEAN Tourism Curriculum, or CATC, based online courses. This initiative mainly aims to promote the active use of flexibility in distance learning, while at the same time maintaining the regional standard that has been set on ASEAN Common Competency Standard for Tourism Professional, or ACC-STP, very long one. As we learned from the global pandemics, digital transformations in education is unavoidable. Online and hybrid learning will be part of our educations in the new normal era now. In order to enhance competencies of our students to be the futures of qualified ASEAN tourism professionals, they might take advantages of the online courses with its ideal attribute of flexibility. In line with the spirit of Merdeka Belajar, of flexible learnings, the courses aims to explore the students' greatest potential and improve the quality of independent learning. Our students might choose the subjects they are interested in and optimize their talents. By providing these courses, we would like to promote the regional mutual recognitions among TVET higher education institutions. This initiative is also in line with the spirit of ASEAN Mutual Recognition Arrangements for Tourism Professionals, or in short, ASEAN Mrtp, as an umbrella of this pilot program. We do hope that these courses will be part as micro-credential courses that could be mutually interchanged and recognized among TVET providers in our regions. The development of specific knowledge, skill, and attitude in tourism based on ASEAN standards can now be obtained through various online or hybrid courses. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our deep appreciations to our partners, Faculty of Tourism, Pelita Harapan University, and Lyceum Philippines University, that has been hand in hand successfully developing the prepare and submit questions courses. Also, our sincere gratitude goes to our partners, Vocational College Gadjah Mada or Sekolah Vokasi Gadjah Mada University, that will deliver lead tour group in a responsible manner courses. And last but not least, our deep appreciations also goes to our partners, Bangkok College Business and Tourism, for the success development of coordinate and operate a day tours or short excursions courses. Of course, these 3 online courses is only small numbers compared to the 242 training toolboxes that has been provided by ASEAN. Nevertheless, we hope that the teacher and students experience in the developments and implementation of this course could improve their competence based on ASEAN standard and expanding their network with Southeast Asian peers, following up the tourism professional mobility concept in our regions. In this launch, we also honored that Bapak Igusti Putu Laksaguna is also here with us. He was the chairman of ASEAN Task Force on Tourism's Manpower Development and ASEAN Tourism Professional Monitoring Committee from 2003 until 2012 that has been closely working on the development of ASEAN's mutual recognition agreements on tourism professionals. Currently, Bapak Igusti Putu Laksaguna is also working assisting the implementation of ASEAN Mrtp in Indonesia as the Vice Chief Executive of the Indonesian National Tourism Professional Board. In this opportunity, he will encourage us to be the next of ASEAN tourism professional toward ASEAN Mrtp. So thank you so much, Pak Igusti Putu Laksaguna. At the end, we would like to express our sincere appreciation to Indonesian and South Asian vocational higher education institutions and all of partners who always support us. We have been currently around 100 participants registered and successfully start the first synchronous meeting on Monday, 1st August 2022. So congratulations for our participants. Online learning is always challenging and requiring commitments, patience, but we are sure and believe that you can make it. We hope that we can see you again until the end of the course. And finally, thank you very much and enjoy our meeting today. Back to Mbak Feda. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Dr. Wahyudi. Moving to the next agenda, may I invite Acting Director of Partnership and Alignment of Vocational Education with Business and Industries, Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology, to give his remarks as well as to officially open the event. Mr. Saryadi, time is yours.
Honorable Senior Director Dr. Wahyudi, Director of Competency Standardization, Indonesia, Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy, Ms. Titik Lestari, Commissioner, Indonesian Professional Certification Authority, Ms. Teti Arianto, Syamolek, Acting Deputy Director for Program, Ms. Cahya Kusumarate, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good afternoon to you all. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to the Syamolek Director, Dr. Wahyudi, and all the teams who have organized this event today, the launching of Common ASEAN Tourism Curriculum, CATC based online courses. It is an honor for me to speak before you on behalf of the Directorate of Partnership and Alignment of Vocational Education with Business and Industry, Directorate General of Vocational Education, Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology to deliver an opening speech in this valuable opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, as agreed in the first meeting of the G20 Education Working Group on March 18, 2022 in Yogyakarta, the G20 member countries are committed to the 4 G20 Education Working Group priority agendas. The agendas are expected to be a solution for the common good to recover from the pandemic of COVID-19. These 4 priority agendas consist of the universal quality education, digital technology and education, solidarity and partnership, and the future of work post-COVID-19. Since 2019, the Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology has been in high support of the development of various CATC-based online courses initiated by Syamolek together with Indonesian vocational high school and colleges, as well as Southeast Asia TVET providers. This initiative is provided in order to enhance the quality of vocational education particularly in improving the workforce competency in Southeast Asia with its ideal attribute in flexibility of learning. This is in line with the 4 G20 Education Working Group priority agendas. With the pilot of CATC-based online courses for Southeast Asia students, it is expected that student competencies could be enhanced based on the common ASEAN standard. In this context, both tourism students and workers will also have a big opportunity to expand their networks with Southeast Asian peers, following up the tourism professional mobility concept in the Southeast Asia region. We believe that the mission to achieve the 4 G20 Education Working Group priority agenda are visibly within reach. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all a fruitful discussion and exchange of ideas. I look forward to hearing the outcome of this event. I hope that all participants can follow up any consensus and commitment that may result from this event in your respective institution. Here, I rest my case. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Saryadi. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take picture. We request to all participants turn on the camera. We will take picture 3 sections. Okay. Please give your best smiles. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Second. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. And the last. Thank you very much. Okay, we are going to the next agenda. Proceed to the next agenda. May I invite Dean of Hospitality and Tourism, Universitas Pelita Harapan Indonesia, to give her remarks. Dr. Dina Mutiara Lemi, Par MMCHA, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Ms. Firda, for the invitation. A very warm greetings to all participants and the audience here for this event. Good morning, and I am very grateful to be able to give remarks in the event launching program of Common Asian Tourism curriculum-based online courses. As we know, this event is organized by Simolek and 4 tourism higher institutions, which are Universitas Pelita Harapan School of Hospitality and Tourism Indonesia, Universitas Gajah Mada Vocational School Indonesia, the Seoul Philippines University College of International Tourism and Hospitality Management, and BCBAT Thailand. We are very, very grateful to be invited as one of the institutions to collaborate in this program and collaborate with other countries. In this opportunity, I would like to thank Dr. Wahyudi as the Director of Simolek, and Mr. Saryadi as the Acting Director of Partnership and Alignment of Vocational Education with Business and Industries, Ministry of Education, Culture, Research, and Technology, Republic of Indonesia, and my guru, Dr. Andes Igusti Putu Laksaguna, CHA, MSc, the Vice Chief Executive of the Indonesian Tourism Professional Team. I would like also to greet Dr. Lilibet Aragon from Philippines, Dr. Insinyur Agus Mariono from Gajah Mada Vocational School, Dr. Chawalit Yutanawa from School Director of BCBAT Thailand, and also Ibu Cahya Kusumarati. She is the one who make us join together in this program. So as part of tourism and hospitality educators during COVID-19, we have learned in a very hard way about the importance of availability of online learning. I don't know about other countries, but in Indonesia, when we talk about online learning, sometimes we cannot see that it is something that is possible to educate the students or the learners about how to give quality educations through online. However, the COVID-19 has taught us and forced us to be able to use the technology and give our education and learning materials through online. And this is not only happen in tourism and hospitality, but in all areas of education. So on the other side, we see this as an opportunity to accelerate the use of technology for online learning. As in relation for Asian tourism professionals, this is also an opportunity to accelerate how we make the common standard that we already have all these times to be learned by all of the learners in Southeast Asia. So we are very happy. Finally, the collaboration is happen, and then we can make the online courses ready to be learned, to be accessed, and hopefully through this collaboration that make the available the materials available online, we can together we can set same standard for our tourism professionals. Yeah, at least in Southeast Asia. In this collaboration, UPH contribute the module about prepare and submit quotation with LPU Philippines. It was a great collaboration, and we are very, very happy that we can contribute on this. So with all of stakeholders' continuous efforts, we hope we will do something for the society and move out towards a successful and fulfilling world that we all had the opportunity to be collaborate together. So this launching will be an informative event that will not only guide us all, but also educate us regarding a variety of this pertaining to the use of common Asian tourism curriculum-based online courses. We all are surely grateful for this prospect of collaboration. All of the aspects regarding this topic hopefully can be conveyed to all of the participants, to all of us here. So when we leave this launching with zero doubt, we are ensured that all of our queries about this program is answered. So I kindly welcome all of the participants, all the collaborators, the organizers, and I wish a fruitful collaboration in the future. Thank you and warm regards to all of us. I give back to Ms. Firda.
Thank you, Dr. Dina Mutiara Leni. Moving to the next agenda, may I invite representative from College of International Tourism. Oh, sorry. Moving to the next agenda, may I invite College of International Tourism and Hospitality Management Lyceum of the Philippine University or LBU to give her remarks. Dr. Lilibet C. Aragon, team is yours.
Mabuhay from the Philippines. On behalf of the Lyceum of the Philippines University, College of International Tourism and Hospitality Management, we would like to congratulate the CIMEO Regional Open Learning Center, who will be conducting the Common ASEAN Tourism Curriculum or CATC-based online courses this month, together with the 3 other higher learning institutions. Over the years, you have nurtured human capacities, exploring people's fullest potentials in the ASEAN region. You have maintained your aspirations to make lives better in quality and equity through education. Through your worthy initiatives, the Common ASEAN Tourism Curriculum will be able to provide a practical model for the delivery of vocational trainings covering 32 skills across 6 occupational areas in the hotel and travel sectors. The Common ASEAN Tourism Curriculum is an enabling factor towards practical workplace application, building foundations for trainees promotion and continued learning, as it offers flexibility to move between labor divisions as needs or opportunities arises. Here at the Lyceum of the Philippines University, we hope to pursue more collaborations with you in promoting technical and vocational education and training, revitalizing teacher education, harmonizing higher education and research, and ensuring resiliency in governance of education in various programs. As you launch today the Common ASEAN Tourism Curriculum-based online courses, we join you as you envision to reach the unreachable, making the world into one world of learning. I always say that we are all sharers and collaborators of learning, and this early, we would like to congratulate all the participants, the initiatives that you've had throughout the years, and we thank you for the continuous and fruitful partnership over the years. We are one with you in leading through learning. Once again, mabuhay and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Lilibet C. Aragon. Let's move on to the next agenda. I would like to invite Dean of Sekolah Vokasi Universitas Gadjah Mada Indonesia to give his remarks. Dr. Insinyur Agus Mariono, time is yours. Hello, Dr. Agus. Can you hear my voice?
I hear your voice. Can you hear
Okay.
my voice?
Yes, okay, clear.
Okay, yeah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yeah. Honorable Dr. Wahyudi from Simolek, the director of Simolek, my best friend and my mentor. Hello, Mr. Wahyudi. Assalamualaikum. We met again in this very interesting program this morning.
Waalaikumsalam, Bapak. Bapak, can we have your video so that we can see you?
Of course. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, you can see now. Thank you very much. Dr. Wahyudi, greeting to you and congratulations for your new duty as a director of Simolek. I hope that we can collaborate more fruitful in the future. Mr. Saryadi, Acting Director of Partnership and Alignment of Vocational Education with Business and Industries, Minister of Education, Cultural Research and Technology. Honorable Dr. Diana Mutiara Lemi, EPAR MMC ISE, Dean of Hospitality and Tourism in Universitas Pelita Harapan Indonesia. Dr. Lilibet C. Aragon, Dean College of International Tourism Hospitality Management Philippines, and Ms. Hon Choalit Yutanawa, I'm sorry if I mistaken pronunciation, School Director of PCBET Thailand. Thank you very much. I would like to explain first about the Vocational College Gadjah Mada University. On behalf of the Vocational Education Gadjah Mada University, which has very popular study program, yeah, tourism study program, and all the 21 other study program. And we have also each department in vocational school, and 295 lectures, and also we have about 5,000 students for vocational education. Tourism is one of the study program which next year will have a very interesting program, master program in tourism. We hope that next year we will open that things. We congratulate to CMOLEC for the launching, and us together for the launching the common ASEAN what we call tourism curriculum. It is very important because when I was in CMOLEC, I learned a lot about our culture. Yeah, the culture of Simeo is similar, how the people speak, how the people behave from Myanmar, Cambodia, Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, and Malaysia, Singapore is similar. So we have a very quite similar, and also combining each other to our culture. So we think, and I have a feeling that why don't we make a kind of collaboration intense, not only in practicing tourism, but we can also do very well in setting the curriculum. So our students will also understand each other from Indonesia and also from another 11 countries of ASEAN countries. The e-learning of the unit lead tour group in responsible manner was designed and completed in 2021. And the design of the open and distant learning, ODL, of CETC, Common ASEAN Tourism Curriculum, was in line with the desire to utilize the current technology development and effort to make learning accessible to wider range of participants, especially those from Southeast Asian countries. It's very important too. The development of this open and distant learning was created in more interesting way by looking at the interest of training participants from the young or millennial group. Various forms of learning media are created, such as podcasts, demonstration videos, slides with attractive designs and voice-overs, so that it will be easily accepted by training participants from universities or vocational high schools. In the process of preparing the training material, CMOLEC and the development team, so from around South Asian countries, also went through a review process by the instructional design, and also representatives from the Indonesia Tour Leader Association, or ITLE, in order to see the suitability of the learning material with the goals. And the model of the network with other universities in Southeast Asia, such as the University of Pelita Harapan, Lyceum of the Philippine University, and Bangkok College Business Administration and Tourism, certainly adds experience and international collaboration for e-learning development team, as well as training participants. I think our collaboration is already have a good step, and this launching, we hope, can accelerate the development and the fruitful result for the near future and the future. And we hope that we will set up the action as soon as possible. We have already made an action plan when we will do the action as soon as possible. Thank you very much for this kind of occasion, and thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Dr. Engineer Agus Mariono. Let's move on to the last remarks. I invite School Director of Bangkok College of Business Administration and Tourism, Thailand, that will be represented by Mr. Mark Alver Sevilla to give his remarks. Time is yours, sirs.
Okay. Good morning. Sawadee krap, everyone from Bangkok College of Business Administration and Tourism. In behalf of my school director, Acting Captain Chawalit Yutanawa, he is not around today because he has a very important meeting for our Ministry of Education and with the president, the Minister of Thailand. It's about the project next week for Mother's Day. It's a Mother's Week for Thailand, so they are preparing for a lot of projects. So actually, our college is really busy right now. So I try to communicate all the deputy, but they are also in the meeting. So in behalf of my college or my director, I would like to thank you to all the Simulink team, to the Simulink director, Mr. Dr. Wayudi. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us another project that collaborates and with the other institutions like Philippines and Indonesia again. And this time it's really like it's getting higher from the normal one that we do. We are so thankful for that one. Actually, our director is really happy for it to have this kind of project. He said that if there's will be more project like this one, she will be support also. She's very thankful, and he's really want to have a project like this one because it helps to have more to share knowledge with other professionals in other countries, and to learn from other institutions also what are the techniques, because that's also the thing that our director wants to have. So for all the participants of our course for coordinate and operate a data, it's actually a good project. It's a really good course. Right now we have lots of students who also participated, and this kind of course is really, it's been prepared for last year actually, but it's just launched this year because of the pandemic. I'm always so thankful to Sir Dona and Bujaya for always assisting us, and to all institutions in this collaboration, to the Lyceum of the Philippines. Thank you so much for participating also, and to University of Uganda, UGM. I'm so thankful to always collaborate. Since last year, we're always talking about this course, so it's really great that it's already launched by this year. So to all the participants and institutions, thank you so much, and my apology that our director is not around today. So thank you so much. Sawadee krap.
Thank you, Mr. Mark Alvaro Sevilla. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's move to the sharing session. In this session, we are going to discuss about the potential use of ACCSTP and CATC to promote harmonization in tourism higher education faculty and its student mobility in ASEAN. Let's hear what our speaker says. I invite our honorable speaker, Vice Chief Executive of the Indonesia Tourism Professional Team, Dr. Andes I. Gusti Putu Laksaguna, Dipl AHMA, TFBA, CHA-MSc. Time is yours, sirs.
Terima kasih, Mbak Firda. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. So, Honorable Dr. Wahyudi, the Director of Simulink, Mr. Saryadi, also my very what you call prestigious Professor Dina, yeah, the Dean of Hospitality and Tourism Universitas Pelita Harapan, Dr. Lilibet, Dr. Agus Mariono, and also Mr. Mark Yasno Sevilla, Acting Director of Bangkok College. Yeah. First of all, very good morning, and also please accept my apology because I'm off the camp for the reason because I'm joining this occasion from my hotel room. Because since the last 2 days we had a meeting, the focus group discussion regarding the development of a guidebook on how to implement the ASEAN Mrtp. So it would be nice if I saw my face inside my bedroom, my hotel bedroom. Yeah. Thank you very much for inviting me and also for giving a chance to give speech in this sharing session. So the topic is the potential use of SHSTP and CATC to promote harmonization in tourism higher education, faculty and its students' mobility in ASEAN. Next, please, Pak Dona. Yeah. Next, please. Can you move the slide? Okay. So before I begin with the SHSTP and as well as the CATC, I would like to touch a short background of the ASEAN Mrtp. Yeah, as we know that tourism personnel are not regulated profession. It's only the guides, profession of guide is licensed. Yeah, so then also the member state have difficulties in fulfilling available job opportunities for the low and also middle level position. Yeah, and the most important thing is there's no common standard for those tourism professional. So because there was no standard, no common standard, it's make us quite difficult to, let's say, to move of the tourism professional. Next, so I just make it quickly because we don't have much time. And as you might be know that in 2002, yeah, all the head of states, ASEAN members state, I mean, signed what we call the ASEAN Tourism Agreement. Of course, there are so many things inside these agreements, yeah, regarding tourism marketing, destination development, etc., etc. And once among that is about human resources development. So it's stated in this Article 8 that we have to formulate the non-restricted arrangement to enable member states to make use of professional tourism expert and skilled workers available within the region on the basis of bilateral arrangement. Yeah, so that's very important. Small. So next, please. I won't read all the topics here. The most important thing on this article is the number 3, the upgrading tourism education curricula and skills and formulating competency standard and certification procedures, thus eventually leading to mutual recognition of skill and qualification in the ASEAN region. So this mandate and then goes to the ASEAN Mrtp. So that's why, yeah, because of the order from our head of state, so then we develop what we call the ASEAN Mutual Recognition Arrangement for Tourism Professional. Next, please. Yeah. So if you see the Article 3 in the ASEAN Mutual Recognition Arrangement for Tourism Professional, this regarding the recognition and eligibility of foreign tourism professional. So the qualification of foreign tourism professional may be recognized by other ASEAN member states. If such qualification is recognized, he or she may be eligible to work in a host country provided provided that he or she possess a valid tourism competency certificate in a specific tourism job title as specified in the HCCP issued by TPCB. TPCB stands for Tourism Professional Certification Board in an ASEAN member state. So please bear in mind that firstly, when we develop the HCCP, that's based on the professional and the job title. So we didn't talk at that time about this school student. Yeah. Next. Yeah. But here then, the basis of recognition and qualification, we put it in this article. The ASEAN member states recognize that competency is based on the qualification, education. So here we put education, training and or experiences shall be the principal elements considered in granting mutual recognition of the foreign tourism professional. So the competency can be gathered through the education, which is formal education, either formal education or non-formal education. So we respect all the competency regardless from where they can get it. Yeah. The ASEAN member states are encouraged to apply the SCCP and CATC because this is the common ASEAN tourism curriculum. So then if we apply the CATC in all ASEAN member states, so we have the common curriculum can be used all over ASEAN member state. Next, please. Yeah. So what is the HCCP actually? This is referred to the minimum requirement. So if you rate maybe the HCCP in one profession and one job title, let's say for waiter, for certificate 2, so there are 23 around, yeah, 23 competence standard. That means you can use this, yeah, the number 23, but bear in mind, this is the minimum requirement. So it's tourism education, you can put more, you can add more, but you cannot put less than what has been stated in this HCCP. Yeah. So we are hoping that through this standard, through following this standard, so we can upgrade the tourism services and facilitate the development of MRA between the ASEAN member states. So the main goal actually is the how to create ASEAN as a single destination and as a quality tourism destination. That's the quality tourism destination only can be achieved through this tourism professional which are competent, which are professional. So the ultimate goal is not the tourism professional actually, but the service excellence given by all the professional, all the tourism professional which are fairly competent. That's the goal. Next, please. So we have 6 labor division actually divided into 2 from the hotel services and travel services. Yeah, from hotel services from front office until food and beverage services, and we have travel services which is consists of travel agencies and tour operation. So in each of the standard unit composite standard, I mean, you will see the code number D1. So if you see D1, so it means this the competence standard used for the hotel services, and D2 that's for the travel services. It's going to happen. I mean, will be D3. D3 will be MICE and event professional, and D4 will be for spa. That's under process. Yeah. So we have 32 job titles, 32 professional. We have already all the standard, all the company standard must be fulfilled by all these 32 job titles. Next, please. Then, of course, based on the ACCSTP, based on the ASEAN Common Competence Standard for Tourism Professional, then we develop the curriculum. Yeah. This curriculum is done or is provided for the training provider. Yeah. The CITC is the approved common curriculum for the ASEAN Tourism Professional as mutually agreed upon by ASEAN Tourism Minister. Yeah. As you might remember, that the ASEAN Mutual Recognition Arrangement for Tourism Professional was signed by the ASEAN Tourism Minister in 2012. Yeah. So one of the agreed upon, of course, is about the CITC. The concept is founded upon a number of initiatives, including Vietnam, VAP, ATA stand for the ASEAN Tourism Agreement, just know that we already discussed. So the CITC is linked to the Regional Qualification Framework and Skill Recognition System. There's so many abbreviation in ASEAN. Yeah, sometimes make us confused. Next, please. The curriculum was designed to be industry-based because the competency standard is actually developed by people from industry, because they know exactly, they know better than us from the educator what is the requirement to do a certain profession, a certain job. So that's why we ask the professional people, industry, to develop, and of course, also helped by all the academicians. Yeah, it was well structured and flexible in order to meet varying local requirements of the member state. So when we developed the HCCP, so we did what we call the national workshop. So we went through to tens all member states, and then we get all the let's say the input from all the industry people, academicians, etc. Then to decide what are we going to do with this standard. Yeah, it is based on a great competency adopted by all MMS. That's what I call just now through the national workshop. So this, yeah, making a qualification relevant and useful to both students and the tourism industry. Yeah. Next, please. What is the connection between CITC and RQFSRS, yeah, Regional Qualification Framework and Skill Recognition System? Of course, these two things go hand in hand. The CITC support and contribute to the development of a harmonized tourism education and training framework within our region, while the Regional Qualification Skill and Recognition System support and contribute to the implementation of the Mrtp, yeah, which ultimately will facilitate skilled labor mobility, contributing to the economic integration of the region as the end goal. Yeah, next, please. This is the qualification framework. So in the tourism sector in ASEAN, we have 5 levels, starting from the certificate 2. Why certificate? Why we started at certificate 2? Because certificate 1 is too low. So then certificate 2 is actually, or certificate 1 is embedded to the certificate 2. This is designed for the line and staff. And then goes after certificate 2, we have certificate 3, certificate 4. This is designed for the supervisor level, and for the diploma and advanced diploma for manager and senior manager. This following the TFAT system in other country. Yeah. Next, please. Yeah. Maybe you have read the AQRF, the ASEAN Collection Reference Framework. That's 8 level. So, but here in the tourism sector, we have only 5 levels. Yeah. So then we have to make alignment between these two qualification. So in the HCSTP, at CCSTP, we have 32 job title, but for the qualification, we have 52 qualification. It's of course based on the 6 labor division, yeah, 4 in the hotel services and 2 in the travel services. You can see here, for instance, like a tour operation, we have certificate 2, certificate 3, certificate 4, diploma, as well as advanced diploma. So there are 12 qualification in the tour operation, and there are 11 qualification in the travel agencies. So what we are going now in this second batch of the online courses based on CATC, I've read that's only 3 units of competency. We'll see this, what are the contents of this certificate of this qualification. Next, please. Okay. Okay, we can move on this. I did already the explanation. This is the example of the tour operation qualification. So as I mentioned just now, at the top level, we call it advanced diploma of tour operation. This is in management. In the diploma, we divided into 2, operation and supervision and administration. So we have certificate 4, which are consisted of 4: guiding, eco tours, sales and finance, reservation and ticketing. Certificate 3, there are 3, yeah, against operation, guiding, operation, sales and finance, and reservation and ticketing. And at the bottom line, we have certificate 2 in guiding and also reservation and ticketing. Next, please. Yeah. Here, you can see this is for the travel agencies qualification. Also, yeah, starting from, of course, from the bottom, certificate 2 until the advanced diploma. Next, please. Yeah. This is one of the example of the packaging rules for the tour operation guiding certificate 2. Yeah. So certificate 2, the minimum numbers of unit of competency for the certificate 2 tour operation and guiding, yeah, is 12 for the core and generic competency, plus the elective, the functional competency. You have to choose, yeah, in addition to the above core and generic competency, 8 competency. And from that, we have to choose 6 from the cluster of tour guide services and 2 competency from the common core and tour operation. So the totals is 18. Again, I should say that 18 unit of competency standard is the minimum requirement. So for those who are doing the certificate 2 in the tour operation guiding, you cannot reduce this number, but you may add it, yeah, as much as you would like to have. Yeah. Next, oh sorry, the red ones, I put it as micro credential. Yeah, this is the term that I heard from Dr. Wahyudi just now. So meaning that if one of the students has already finished this unit of competency, he or she, they competence on this unit competency, so they will get the certificate of competence. So this is what we call a micro credential, and of course they can do it more and more and more to get the 23 and become a qualification. So will become a macro. Yeah. This is the CBT, competency-based training, how we intercorporate already about the curriculum. So of course we started from the CITC. So the skills and knowledge required to do a job. So we put in HSSP/CITC. And then with the learning material toolbox plus the learning strategy, how people acquire the skill and knowledge using the competency standard. And then, of course, after they gone through the training, we have to assess them. Yeah, the assessment, including also the RPL, recognition of prior learning. We will touch a bit later on this RPL. So the assessment is processed to judge if people have the required skill and knowledge. That's what we call a CBA. Yeah, CBA is not standalone. CBA wouldn't happen if you do not do the CBT. So the CBA is only the end of the training, and then we assess through the competency-based assessment. And of course, this then as a reference, so we use Qualification Framework Regional Qualification system for the recognition of the skill and knowledge. Next, please. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, as mentioned just now, they have a learning material. So we have what we call ASEAN training toolboxes. It's contained of 5 manuals. So it's trainer guide. So we develop this trainer guide will be used by all the trainers, all the teachers or lecturers, yeah, when they train the people. So each of the standard competency is competency standard has trainer guide as a training manual. So training manual we provided for the training for the student, and we also developed the PowerPoint together with this trainer guide. Yeah, so we put in the trainer guide as well as the training manual, and of course that's what we call a CBT. Yeah, when we train people with competency-based training, and then we also develop the assessor manual for the CBA. So the assessor, they don't have to think anything, they have to create anything, so they just follow what is written in the assessor manual, as well as the trainer guide. So they just follow what has been written in the guide, in the trainer guide. And we have the competency standard. Yeah. Next, please. So if we are talking about the potential use of the CCP, so I can give you the picture, the diagram. So we have 5 levels of this regional qualification framework, starting from the certificate 2 in a level 1, certificate 3, etc., etc. So level 5, so that's the highest level in this framework is advanced diploma. So in each level, such as certificate 2, as I mentioned just now, we have 12 units and 8. Maybe I just make a wrong calculation just now. Yeah. So then if you would like to continue to certificate 3, it's only adding 5 more units for the core and general competency and 6 units for the functional. And that goes like that until the end. For the diploma 4, you have 44 competency standard. Yeah. So this 4 universities is a collaboration in doing this online basis. This is as a start actually. But by this, you can see actually that assisted and CATC can be used. It's very potential to use this to, let's say, a very good document, yeah, in harmonization of tourism higher education in all of the ASEAN member states. So because the curriculum is common, so the unit competency is there, so the toolbox is there, so we can just follow all what has been written in these toolboxes. So you can move each other. I mean, if let's say for student in Pelita Harapan, they have already 2 or 3 or 4 unit of content, a certificate of competency, yeah. So they can move to, let's say, the Lyceum, to Philippines, to continue their study, but without starting again from this 4 unit competency that has been given in the University of Pelita Harapan. That one example why we can say that this is very potential if we can use all this in all training providers in the ASEAN member state. Yeah. So we are all harmonious. That's why we put it this sign harmonious. Still 1 or 2 slides maybe, please. Next slide. Yeah. Okay, so this is the conclusion. So what are the benefits of Mrtp for the training provider? Number one, a clear set of standards for development of training program. Because you have, you just follow the packaging rules, and then you have competency-based training and assessment system for preparing trainees for the tourism industry. You have the toolboxes, and you have also the guidance for the assessment, a range of job-based tourism qualification based on common labor division. So we have 6 labor division. So which ones they would like to choose, which one they would like to follow. Then an opportunity to become one of the preferred education and training providers for the range of ASEAN qualification. So by then you can declare, look, this lithium, we have already doing this ASEAN for the, let's say the two labor division, or maybe for all 6 labor division. I think this slide of conclusion will be the end of my slide. The next slide will be thank you, I think. Terima kasih. Selamat. Thank you very much. And I give to Ibu Firda. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you very much, Dr. Andes Igusti Putu Laksaguna, for the fruitful insight. Ladies and gentlemen, before closing this event, I would like to request to our instructor to encourage the participants to join in LMS so that they can learn by themselves after the synchronization. Now we have come to the end of the ceremony. Thank you very much for gracing our event today. From the depths of my heart, allow me to apologize if there is any mistake during the event. Thank you. See you in the next agenda or the next event. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you. Salam.
Thank you, Pak Agus.
Dona, Mas Dona, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark, for coming.
Thank you very much.
Makasih Pak Agus.
Terima kasih Mbak Cahya, terima kasih sekali, luar biasa ini. Pak Direktur sudah meninggalkan ruang ya? Masih.
Pak Dir, Pak Wahyudi? Oh,
Pak
sudah
Dir.
sepertinya Pak.
Ya.
Jumat soalnya Pak Agus.
Ya, sebentar lagi. Kita baru 10:30 ya.
Oh iya.
Ya.
Ya, alhamdulillah ya, pokoknya sudah saya ini kan lebih ditinggal.